Ever since I started traveling, I realized some of the places don't just look beautiful, they make you breathe, they slow you down, and they make you feel alive again. And Bir is one of such places. Good morning in Bir. Woke up to the sight of these paragliding. Look at the zoom of S24 Ultra. And this is 10x. This is 20x. And this is 1x. I reached Bir in the night, I think around 9:30 p.m. and I straight ahead went, had dinner and slept. And just exploring the streets of Bir, came to have some chai and some samosa and some hot water because my nose is running. I have the running nose since morning. I have completed my 1 hour yoga in the morning and just came out, had some walking in the early morning rays of sun and having some chai and hot water now. It's a very tiny shop, but it's good. Having hot chai with very very hot samosa. And these samosas are not meant to be sold to us, but since it's Children's Day, they are preparing these samosas for children in the school. These are tempting, and when I asked them, they gave me one samosa. I have taken the balcony room in Bir because I couldn't take in McLeodganj, so I thought I'll take the balcony room here. This is the first time I am experiencing sun in this trip. Feeling lightly hot sun on my body feels like heaven now. I'm literally thinking when I'll visit Hyderabad and soak in the sweat. It's so cold here in this trip. This stay is mostly in the entrance of Bir village. This is the village. Today is Saturday. This is Saturday morning. The first thing I did was go to Hanuman temple. I had recited Hanuman Chalisa at the temple. Now I have started exploring Bid, and first we are going to Chokling Monastery. This is very near to my stay. So let's check it out. Thank you. So whenever I visit these monasteries, I remember the Telugu song from Oi. Tolisari ni divene na hrudayame korene.
Baidyanath. I have come to Baidyanath temple. It's a very old temple. It was built around 12th century and it's dedicated to Lord Shiva.
This temple has the mighty views of the mountains. I could imagine the views of winter here with snow-capped mountains as the scenery. I just did my paragliding. This is my second time doing paragliding. So I am in there doing the paragliding. It's an amazing experience. It's so good. It's, as maybe you know, paragliding site in Bir is the second largest paragliding site in the world, and it's whenever I'm at the top, I felt so scary and also so beautiful at the same time. It was incredible. Must try whenever you are traveling to Bir. And I chose the sunset spot for doing paragliding because many people say that Bir sunsets are so beautiful. That's why I chose this spot to do the paragliding at sunset time. It's so good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, start now. Run! 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 जय माता दी! महकी फिजाएं आने लगा जिंदगी का मजा ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा. How's the feel now?
So good and also so scary.
सोनिए ओ जी में टूटे अंबर तो तारा. खड़े हो जाओ, खड़े हो जाओ, खड़े हो जाओ. ओके.
The paragliding in Bir costed me 2000 rupees. They usually charge 2000 rupees for one person, and the fly actually lasts for 15 to 20 minutes. Another morning in Bir. So another chai in the morning in the same place with that auntie, you can see. It's the, I think, third morning. I'm coming to the same place to drink chai here. It's like a beautiful place. It's small adda kind of a thing, adda kind of a road here where you can see many uncles reading newspapers sitting outside their homes. It's so good, and I'm happy that I took the stay in the Beed village and not in the tourist streets or happening streets of Beed. So in this way, I am getting to explore more village vibes of Beed. I am getting to see the actual people of this Beed village. It's a good experience, and there is very less traffic in these village streets, and we can just explore riding on the bikes. We can see the beautiful mountains along the roads, and I'm kind of very much liking this experience in Beed. Let's talk about the informative topic: what to wear, how to wear when you are traveling to McLeodganj or Dharmshala or Beed, Billing. So the temperatures in the afternoon here are around 12 degrees and 13 degrees Celsius. So it's bearable cold in the afternoons, but the temperatures in the night may fall till 4 degrees Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius in the midnight. So I recommend bringing the thermals with you when you are coming to these places. If you are someone like me who are very sensitive to cold, and like I shiver if there is even like less amount of cold, some people can bear but I cannot bear. So I am usually wearing the thermals, pant and top, and on that I am wearing whatever the dress I want to wear of my choice. So if I am not wearing the thermals, then I am wearing the jacket, this jacket which I bought from Decathlon. This jacket can sustain till 0 degrees Celsius. So whenever I am not wearing the thermals, I am wearing this jacket. And one more thing, the most important thing, shoes. Shoes are must when you are traveling in cold. This is the 3rd week of November. So whatever I told you are suitable for the November month. But whenever you are coming in December or January in winter season, it's going to be very cold. There might be snowfall also. So you have to be very vigilant on whatever you are wearing to sustain that cold. You may have to wear the thermals as well as the jacket to sustain that cold. Bir is not a place where we can have day 1, day 2 itinerary and visit the places. To me, Bir felt special by traveling along the village side of Bir, by stopping wherever I can, by sitting in cute little cafes, having chai, coffee, and experiencing very beautiful sunsets here. I have stayed for 4 days in Bir and I didn't visit much famous places here. All I did was to explore the village, talk to the strangers, wander on the roads. That's what I liked here. Today is going to be my last day in Bid. Tonight I have a cab to Chandigarh, and from Chandigarh I have direct flight to Hyderabad tomorrow morning. I'm already missing this place. I'm already feeling like I'm going to live a different life tomorrow in a fast-paced world. Here I felt like it's a very slow living and there is no rushing, no deadlines. Everyone is calm, welcoming. It's so peaceful, and this village almost reminded me of my childhood, where we didn't had gadgets. We used to talk to our parents, we used to talk with our family members, we used to talk randomly to strangers, we used to walk on the roads on some random afternoons. Whenever I see a child playing, going to school, playing in the streets, walking on the roads, they reminded me of me. I used to be like that in my childhood. Yeah, there are like small schools, small shops. It reminded me of my village when I am a child. And I'm little sad to leave this place, but a piece of my heart always stays here. Thank you for being with me till the end of the video. Thank you so much. Follow me for more such interesting traveling videos. Happy traveling. Bye bye.